We've got Noor Al-Sherbini here playing this really cute and clever backhand stun ball from quite deep in the court. And it's a shot that just it gets used really well at the high level just to show the opponent that there's a bit of a threat, that they push them forward and they have to go and cover this type of shot. So let's have a look at what she's doing. So she goes on the traditional leg, which I think allows the shot a little bit better at times. Look, I'm sure she could do it off the open stance as well, but she sets up there with her traditional swing. I love how she gets her arm and racket across the body, steps in with the lunge, realizes there's a little bit of height in the ball. And because that ball's sitting up right at the top of the bounce, look at that height in relation to where her body is. So now at this point, she can throw the racket downwards towards the ground. Look at how that racket's coming down and spinning that ball off the strings. There's a real open racket face, and you see it from this position here, how she's cocking her wrist, how she's turning that bottom edge upwards and actually towards her and throwing that bottom edge around and down the back of the ball. There's that little bit of spin with that low follow through. You can't really see her follow through there because it blurs, but you can get a sense of where it's finishing down by her knees, by her hip area. And she actually gives herself a decent little margin. She doesn't go really that close to the tin. And it's also where she lands the ball, how straight and how direct that is. You know, where that ball's going and it's arrowing in there really make it difficult for her opponent. You know, her opponent Walili gets it back, but just is able to push it up. And you can imagine from this position, Sherbini's going to get on there and really attack it. So I'd encourage you to see if you can learn to play this shot from this 3/4 type length in the back, setting up for the drive, but then just maybe cocking it, opening the wrist a bit more, top of the bounce, throwing the racket head downwards towards the ground. So it's sideways spinning and downward spinning, and giving yourself that little bit of margin, clipping that ball ideally on the floorboards where it runs straight, puts your opponent in all sorts of bother, and just a really great variation shot to put into your game when you are maybe running out of ideas or want to use a bit more variation in this part of the court.